the power always regenerates the battery.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's...
Oh no.
Oh no!
When did that happen? Were you in the shower? Were you driving your car? Let's go back to the shower.
So,
Lots of things going through your head as you say, you shrink by 20%. Sorry, not there, but there. Hi, and welcome back to Taxi Talk. This week's episode is all about accident management, all about having accidents, all about bad things that might happen to you as a driver. I'm David Hunter. Joining me, we have the lovely Jodie. We've got Gav.
How are you?
Who actually is a real life driver with a great hat. And we have this lovely blonde bombshell, a lady called Renee.
hello.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no, Renee.
Oh,
no. And the reason we're saying oh no is because Renee actually invented an app called ONO, which is ONO. There we go. And it's actually on my phone as well, as an app, but also as a logo just there.
Representing.
Oh no. Okay. So Renee, before we talk about ONO, let's find out about Renee the person. Now, some of our drivers might not know you. I know plenty of people in our trade do, and beyond our trade, because you're a bit of an influencer. You're a party animal, a networker, and you started off running fleets.
I did. I actually started about 13 years ago building a fleet of private hire rental vehicles. So I started with 40 and built it up over 10 years to 500 vehicles where I would buy and rent cars to taxi drivers.
And where was this?
This is in London.
In London. So was this black cabs or mini cabs?
Private hire.
Private hire.
So mini cabs. I loved a Prius.
Oh, right. So it wasn't Hero and the Prius was everywhere, wasn't it?
I tell you what, I used to have cars with no floor. Just like literally you'd run it out until it died. Yeah.
Sounds like cars back in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I think they're brilliant. They go for miles.
Yeah,
Half a million miles.
They're good old tanks then.
Yeah, really good.
It was the first big hybrid out there, wasn't it? I think Honda did one, but the Prius really took off. It was like almost the symbol of a mini cab private hire driver, wasn't
Absolutely. It still is in London.
It
is.
And just ignore that. We've got issues. We're a very cheap set here. It may look very glam, but we are, it's falling to bits.
Shoestrings.
We just wait for an accident to happen.
Oh no.
Oh no. See, you'll watch us say oh no. Every time we say oh no, the screen should shake. Oh no! Because, bits of dust coming down from the ceiling because
An incident's an incident.
Because it can happen at any time.
It can.
What did you say? An incident?
An incident is an incident. Log it.
Log it. Yeah, as soon as it happens, log it because all the details are important. So we'll move on to that in a sec. So you had a fleet of 500 cars renting out to different drivers,
Different drivers, different nationalities, all for TfL.
Yeah.
And then I had a couple of branches around the country. So I had around 100 wheelchair accessible vehicles and I would get them in and rent those out to drivers. And then I started with some electric vehicles way back in 2016 and managed to get just over 200 of those.
Wow, was that the Nissan Leaf or Tesla or something?
Started with some BYDs before BYD was known, really. And that was in 2016. And then it moved to some Nissans and Nissans. And now kind of Kias are quite popular in that domain for the electric vehicles in London. But I didn't have any of those.
Could I ask you, you know those black cabs now in London, they're promoting them as being electric. Are they actually electric? Or do they only go like so many miles? And are they mild hybrid or are they fully electric?
So they would say that they're a REEV engine, which is a regenerative electric engine. So what it means is that the power always regenerates the battery. So, that's...
It's a marketing term then, they're electric, but really they're probably hybrid.
Yeah.
It's I think on their V5, it will say a REEV engine. It will, but they do put petrol in them.
Bit of a con then, isn't it? I would say. But what do I know? So you managed fleets. you're obviously bombed with paperwork.
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. I hate paperwork.
Yeah, we all hate paperwork.
Absolutely hate paperwork. And we also had this thing where we had whiteboards on the wall. Oh, this is a real trendy thing like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And used to have to do everything on paper and then write it on the whiteboard. I hate that. I love a spreadsheet. So transferred everything to spreadsheets and made sure it's all digital and got rid of all the paper, literally binned everything.
Anything to make your life easier, really, isn't it? By the sounds
Yeah,
of it?
and analysis.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking at a top level, I don't want to be going through stacks of paper.
No.
There should be no paper in any office nowadays.
Yeah.
It just shouldn't. Like, there's
hear that,
enough
Mark?
tools. There's enough tools online to have everything digital.
Yeah.
So that's what I really pushed for. I mean, bearing in mind, I turned up with 44 cars, a bunch of V5s, and a pile of parking tickets, and just me.
Yeah, and you've got to sort through them. And
I had to be like, what is going on? What is going on? So really quickly, in order to scale, I had to make sure it was digital.
yeah, so you started off with a CSV file.
Yeah.
Then what happened? Because what led you from working for the fleet, managing this, to that eureka moment? When did that happen? Were you in the shower? Were you driving your car? Let's go back to the shower.
It was,
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no. So you in?
So it was probably a Monday morning when I
Yeah.
had 5 drivers turn up at my office
Yeah.
with wing mirrors, scraps of paper.
Sounds like a leak cabs day.
Yeah, so we can all relate to this, by the way, drivers. And you can. It always happens over the weekend.
Yep,
You're
always
gonna
over
turn
the
up to
weekend.
Yeah.
base on a
On
Monday
a Monday,
morning.
and then you've panicked, and then my drivers, bless them, all different nationalities, so you had that to contend with, and it wasn't that they didn't necessarily understand the urgency for me as the asset owner and the insurer, but they also panicked, and they would worry that actually this could affect their livelihood, it
Yeah.
could affect them being off
So
work.
they told you a pack of lies as well as to whose fault it
Or they
was.
just
A
would
badger ran out
worry.
and
They,
I
yeah,
just
they
think
really
the
would
guide, it's
worry.
the guidance thing, isn't it? They don't know what they need to take, what
Absolutely.
information and what
Yeah.
what do they need to do.
Exactly that. And I thought, do you know, it's all well and good. You can have this fantastic technology that makes everything beautiful afterwards and gives you data and spits out all the analytics. But actually, I've got a panicked person
Yeah.
at the roadside,
A human being.
with not a clue
Yeah,
what to
what
do
to
or
do.
forgot. They've forgotten how do I? Or they're speaking. Their brain is then working in their
I
own
think as well, if they've
national
had
language.
quite a big accident, your brain, it's brain fog, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just
And
yeah,
that's-
well,
that's
at that
fact.
moment,
Yeah.
you're thinking, am I okay? Is my car, because the crunch always
My
sounds
boss is
worse
gonna
than
kill
it.
me.
My boss
Yeah.
is going to kill me. I'm
gonna lose
I'm
my
not going to have
job.
car, can't
Yeah.
earn money, and I've got passengers.
Yeah.
There's so many bits of information going
Variations.
along.
Yeah.
And you've also got to deal with whoever's hit
Yeah.
you or
Yeah.
hit their,
Yeah.
and their attitudes. They might panic. You might be on a roadside or on a motorway. So there's a lot going on.
There's a lot, and actually chemically, when we look at this, your brain reduces by 20% when you're in a shock, stress situation, such as a car
Wow,
accident.
there's psychology attached to this as well.
And we go into automatic fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
So that's why people get
Adrenaline.
angry when
Yeah.
they've had
Yeah,
an
yeah.
accident, or they run, they hit and run. Because your brain is telling you. So when we're dealing with the actual chemicals of this, what do we need to do? We need to help the human. Because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need to help counteract that chemical reaction and help do that 20% that they're actually lacking chemically.
And this was your brainwave Monday morning faced with all this paperwork.
Yeah, I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll start a software company.
Really? Was it just like that, or was it something in the back of your head and you got to a point where this is my tipping point, I'm going to do this?
Yeah, I looked for a solution.
So was it a solution initially? Was it a solution just for you, for your own
Well, I
benefit?
actually looked for one, so it would have been much easier for me to go online and find an ONO.
An answer to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
no. But there wasn't
There
anything.
wasn't anything.
So then I thought, well, is this just my problem? Am I not managing things right as a fleet
Certainly
manager?
wasn't.
Yeah, so then I did lots of research, like in my own time, asked friends that were running fleets, and then decided actually this is an industry-wide issue and also a fleet industry issue.
So
not
it's a
just
win-win
taxi.
for the driver, a win-win for people like
fleet
yourselves that are
managers,
managing
yeah.
it. So let's move on, because we're talking about ONO. But some of you won't have a clue what we're talking about. So you've recently used ONO.
I have indeed, yeah.
So we'll
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever going to forget it.
So my friend here, Gav, recently had a little accident, not a minor one. It wasn't like the situation we just talked with lots of going on. It was just
Yeah.
human error. You went into the back of a car. It was a new car you'd just been given, and your foot slipped off and just moved forward. So it wasn't a huge one, but obviously there's various people who want to know about that accident. Your boss.
Yep. At half-12 as well.
Yeah.
1:15 actually.
It was half-12 when it happened. I was panicking.
Yeah.
You said you sat and cried for half an hour.
I was mortified, absolutely mortified.
For half an hour.
Myself.
There's the council that want to know about it as well. If there's damage.
Yeah.
I mean, all these things that you may not even know as a driver that we have to report. There's obviously whoever you hit, damage to them. Obviously, you need to check if you have whiplash. You could have caused yourself damage or passenger.
Don't give him any ideas, David.
Yeah.
But it's a full accident, so I would suggest you're
so
absolutely healthy.
You're absolutely fine right now.
Well, I've got holiday
Moving
booked.
on.
So you've got all these things going on, and you're thinking, well, I haven't even got a pen and paper. Oh, can I use my phone to take a photo? Lots of things going through your head as you say.
Yeah.
You shrink by 20%. Sorry, not there, but there. And so, wouldn't it be great if you had an app on your phone that did all that for you?
Of course it would.
So tell us about the ONO app.
So, in short, it's an app that will help lead you through every part of an incident data that you need to collect. So your witness statement, correct images, it will geolocate you. So in other words, it will know exactly where you are, that pinpoint, so there's no discrepancy. And it will just guide you through all these questions that somebody will ask you at some point a day later, 3 days later, but you've got it there in real time. And then that information is gathered into a document and that is immediately sent over to the fleet manager. So they can kind of see what's happening, help you, help your passengers, and then decide what to do with that incident.
So everything's recorded, and from that data, you can report it to the council. If needs to be, get a car replacement. It's all there on one app.
And the driver can share his own data via the app, so you can share your own report. They can also arrange recovery from the company that the fleet would like them to arrange recovery with. And they can also share their information, that insurance information, via WhatsApp or text via their profile.
Does it have to be done on the instant, or can he sort of take some pictures and then do it later? Because obviously there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and there's certain scenarios, I think, as well. It's not always easy to sit there and go, hold on, I've just got to fill out my ONO app.
Yeah, and what we find is the drivers that have had one before absolutely do it in real time the next time.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to miss anything. Yeah. And they realise, oh my gosh, let's do it at the time. And they actually feel more confident saying to somebody that might be aggressive, this isn't me asking, this is the app asking. It takes some of the pressure away, that it goes from personal to it's a system. My fleet manager's told me to do it, which is good. But we do find that some drivers potentially don't download the app at the beginning because they're like, what's this? You're not having all my insurance information. They think we're up to something in essence, and it's not until they actually realise they've had an incident, download the app, fill it in maybe 20 minutes later or even an hour or two later, that they go, I wish I'd actually downloaded this at the roadside.
Yes.
Well, we weren't allowed to drive away until we downloaded the app.
That's how I avoid.
Brilliant.
And how easy was it to use, Gav?
Very easy. I mean, like at the time I was a bit panicky and a bit. So I wanted to make sure I was doing it right as well, because you know when something seems a bit too easy, it makes you question things sometimes. So I felt like I was like looking at it, and it was really late at night. So I did it first thing in the morning with Mark, and I was like, "What do you do?" And he was like, "Yeah, to do that." I was like, "Oh, it's just that." Oh, okay, there you go. Just tapped it in. It must have took me a minute and a half, if that, to fill out all the details.
What I would say, Renee,
really
for messages to operators out there, I think the reluctancy to do it at the time will probably come from them not knowing how it will be handled. So, for example, if there was a question over who was at fault, or if there was a way that actually we could keep it away from the insurance so that it doesn't affect our claims, I think some of the other operators, or managers, should I say, might be reluctant. They would probably want to make their own call. So I think for you, the message to them would be that actually it doesn't go straight to the insurance, and that you ask, there is still that stage there before it actually needs to just automatically go to the insurance.
Such a great point, because it gives you as a fleet manager and driver control over your data.
And that's important for people to know, I think.
It's massively important because the insurers want the information. They need it, because if it is an incident, they need to act quick. and we need to try and mitigate loss as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
But there may be some situations that don't need to go. It might be a wing mirror just that's come off. It might be a fake incident that is just a test one. So you're absolutely right. And this is where I come from, managing a fleet, that I wanted to be in control of my data. Every year I'd come to my renewal and I'd have all my renewal figures and panic 2 weeks before. And it would be the same for an individual driver as well. You don't really get your claims history until a couple of weeks before. I wanted to know that in real time and be in control of it. So it's exactly that. It's instant to go to an insurer the moment you want to send it, but
it
you
doesn't
are
mean
pressing
necessarily
that
it's got to go and actually count as a claim as such.
You are sending it. You are making that call.
Wow, all this from an idea on a Monday morning, making your life easier, your life easier.
Definitely.
Oh, I'm hungry.
And just as a question.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Has it
Bit
gone
of
on
an
your
accident
jeans?
there with the sandwich
Well,
there.
Oh no, look.
My laundry bill is going in. Yeah.
You smell a bit of prawn, old fish now. But the thing is, we have a joke, and it does stick. Every time there's an accident, we all go, oh no. And that's the way we remember it. What made you come up with a brand? I think that's fantastic.
I think you kind of go through lots of different ideas, and I had a couple of names prior that I wasn't really happy with. Nothing was like sticking. And I kind of wanted something that was like, oh shit. Do you remember when KFC had that big when they run out of chicken? Do you remember that? And then they did all these adverts, and it was like FKC or it wasn't KFC. I was like, I want something like that, because incidents aren't funny, but they happen. And if we can just take some of the stress away from it, I wanted something that was memorable. And people go,
Very clever.
It was just ideas thrown around.
What was the close second brand? So obviously you went with ONO. You must have had one that was nearly as good that you kind of went, which one? Or was it?
No,
you hit on that.
It just evolved through the time, and this was like the third one, and it was like, this is it. This is absolutely it. And the colour scheme wasn't my preference. I sent it out to like peer groups to say, what would you like, and votes and all that stuff, because I wanted pink. Love pink, but I was like, no, this one won, and I really made sure that I got the opinions of others to go right. What works?
Who came up with the brand? Did you, or was it somebody gave you the idea?
A great company called Northern Bear. And we did lots of iterations, and they helped with all the branding. And I tell you what, once you've nailed the beginning bit,
you kind of visualise how it's going to be and the culture attached to it. So you've done some great things. You've recently signed up a fleet in Australia. I believe.
We have,
And you've also been you only have to Google Renee Rogers ONO. There's a long list of achievements here. You're at every show, every networking event. You've been recognised by Watvan, I believe, for innovation. You've had early traction in the US market, some huge fleets joining there.
Just another fleet last week, actually, in the US.
And how many, I mean, so many achievements on this ONO app. And it's just really you, and it's a very small team, isn't it?
Really small team, great tech team that's outsourced, but it feels like they're in-house, which is brilliant. You can manage costs better if any drivers want to start software companies. Manage your costs. And just being able to bring the right people together and have trust in those. So even though we're a small team internally, we've got a fantastic network. And hats off to Take Me, you've supported me hugely, and the drivers have been fantastic, the manager's amazing, and that has made my job so much easier over the last year, so thank you.
You've made all our jobs easier from Gav there at the forefront, so brilliant. Oh no. Just this, we're all going to be saying that all day now. So Renee, finally, where's ONO going to the future? How does driverless vehicles affect your business model?
So firstly, I want to be on the phone of every driver, regardless of whether they're taxi, PHB. Every driver should have ONO. That is my obviously target.
That's your ambition. And you won't sit or rest until
it's done.
Everyone is saying,
I hope you've all got ONO downloaded by the time I'm leaving.
Even if you haven't got a car, download it anyway.
Download it anyway. And that links lovely with your question about autonomous vehicles. So what we'll see is a real transition from taxis as a service to mobility as a service. So where as the customer and the rider, we then become in control of a lot of the things that are happening. So if we are in an autonomous vehicle when an incident happens, same as if you're a passenger on a bus, then I see ONO sitting there that we are the incident reporting tool. And they use it to report any incident, regardless of fault or not, even if they don't own the asset. And then they can utilise ONO to have that recorded, and then that can go to whoever, Waymo.
So a passenger could use it, for public liability claim.
Absolutely.
I'm in an ONO and suddenly,
run me over.
a freak of nature, I'm hit by frozen yogurt.
Absolutely.
Whatever. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm very interested to follow your journey. Always am. You're a whirlwind. You're a bubble of orgasmic pleasure to watch you. You really are.
I'll take that.
And networking everywhere. So we're going to, just next to you is a black box, quite emblematic to your industry. It's our Take Me Lost Property. I want you to stick your head in there and have a look around to see what you can find and take something home with you.
Oh, okay.
Pick wisely.
Found him.
Wow, you got an Ash. Wow. Oh, no.
Do I have to take Ash home?
No.
Yeah, please do. Just
You found me!
Hey.
Oh no, thank you!
Well, no, I'm generally shocked. He's got a massive tongue, hasn't he?
He has, it's huge.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm sure she.
Oh no!
I've got some new vinyl stickers that need static clings. They need a little bit of lick before they go on.
If you're doing old school, get it to lick envelopes.
Yeah.
But okay, we're now going to play with the lovely Renee and the team here, true or false. So Renee is going to tell us an amazing story. So funny, we're going to split our sides. This is going to be amazing, and it's going to be, just jaw-droppingly fun. Oh no! So we're going to hear a story. It's probably going to be morbid. That's some kind of accident, isn't it?
No. I keep thinking
somebody's head got decapitated. At least got a spare head there with Ash. But let's play true or false, and you at home can play as well, and the crew can play here. We're going to hear Renee's story in a second. Okay, Renee, let's play true or false. I've got my drink. Get your drinks.
So you ready?
Get a cup of tea. Let's listen.
Now, when I was buying electric vehicles, you'll need that bottle for this one. I did. It was really tricky in London to park your vehicles anywhere, right? Because if they're not out, they need to be in a car park. And car parking in London is really expensive. So I found a road not far from where the office was, and I put some of the brand new Nissans down this road. I didn't realise it was a concrete truck road, and I parked them there for quite a bit because this is in the days when drivers didn't really want to go electric. We had to do a lot of education to get them out. Then we started to have people say, oh yeah, I'll take an electric vehicle. So I went up to collect one thinking it'd be a quick wash and go. Completely concrete, top to bottom.
No way.
And it had turned out that the concrete trucks were hating us parking along this road, so they would spit concrete on all of our cars as they were going up. So.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no. So I put a little hole in it, drove in the mirror so I could see, drove it to my garage to say how much to sort this out. And then
gotta cost you.
It's going to be $7,000 full respray. We've got to take it all off. We've got to strip it.
And how many cars were affected?
About 7. So I was like, I ain't got $7,000. I cannot go to my boss and tell him this because I could pretty much get fired over this. Brand new cars. So I was Googling online, and apparently vinegar is really good at getting stuff out.
Concrete.
I don't know, just vinegar. Is that?
I
don't know.
No, I don't know. The cooks just use it, don't they, for everything? So I thought, right, I'll order some industrial vinegar, right, and some towels. And I soaked the towels in vinegar and laid them over the car. And then I said to one of my guys, I'll give you 50 quid tomorrow if you come in and just try and scrape off this concrete because I think the vinegar's going to melt it all.
Yeah.
And then just let's see what happens. What is the worst that can happen, right? If it needs to be resprayed, it needs to be resprayed anyway. Next day, I came in on Monday, gleaming, £12.50 pot of vinegar.
You joke, so it smelled like a street of fish and chips.
It was disgusting, the smell was awful. And I had to buy him a new
vinegar
t-shirt.
is good if you've got stains. Yeah, wow.
Industrial vinegar.
Well, I reckon and I'm going to get my phone ready to record the crew there. I reckon that is true, because that is an amazing story. You wouldn't dream that story up anyway, would you? What do you reckon, Gav? Do you reckon that's true or false?
That sounds way too far-fetched to be false, so I'm going true.
Yeah, I think so. Jodie?
I just know how she thinks and how she thinks on her feet. So
she thinks out the box.
She does, yeah, and just has a solution for everything. So yeah, it's definitely true.
Jakey Wakey?
True. I'm going to go false. She's that clever, it could be false. She could be playing a game on you.
Yeah, she's using the Jedi mind trick. Yeah.
I think it's false as well.
Oh no. Colin Carter over there in the background. True or false?
I think it's false. A lot of body repairers would be well out of pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
Ashley Butcher out of the box, ready to go home with Renee.
Right, put my head back on, thank you. Well, I've cleaned porcelain plant pots in vinegar, industrial, and I'm going to say that's true.
There we go. So there you have it. What do you think at home? Renee, put us out of our misery. Is the vinegar cleaning concrete off the leaves with a towel? True.
True.
Yeah.
All 7 came up gleaming. I drove it straight to the garage
crazy.
afterwards and went £7,000.
Yeah, I've done the same. I'd thrown him a bottle of vinegar.
So the next time the concrete truck came down the road,
She threw vinegar at
you,
him.
I had the burger woman. There was a burger woman in a van on that road, and she rang me up and she was going crazy. I was like, it's a free road. There's no yellow lines. I'll park where I like.
And I've got loads of vinegar as well.
I've got, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Keep
I've
that
got my vinegar.
Keep coming.
Yeah, so we'll put the links for Renee in below for the ONO app, or if you want any vinegar as well, she's doing a side hustle with that. And but Renee, thank you so much for making the trip out here to here in Loughborough, all the way from London. Gav, thanks a lot for coming along and sharing your experiences. Jodie, it was a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time on Taxi Talk. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and do all that fancy stuff. See you next time. An Australian company in there, like, good day, yeah, that sort of thing. Oh, mate, Viking, could you stick that on there?
Ray's got the horn again.
Go on then, Ray, you're back now. True or false? It's your time to shine.
True.
Brilliant. Well, there you go.